because we can get the response now from Conservative MEP Daniel Hannan, who joins me by telephone. I think your response, please.
Well, as you just heard, the other EU ministers have confirmed that the sum hasn't changed. And the rebate was always going to apply to this sum because it was a back payment for several years when the rebate was always in effect. So it's just not credible. It insults our intelligence to pretend that that was in doubt. So all that has changed, literally the only thing that has changed, is that we've got a few more months to pay this sum. And I think actually, it's almost adding insult to injury if we're expected to cheer this. We're still being lumbered with a bill as a surcharge, basically, for prosperity, for having had the foresight not to join the euro and therefore having recovered more quickly than the other members.
Well, Finland's Prime Minister making the point that the UK would be wise to remember the rebates it's had in previous years, and actually some years it's done very well.
Well, no, it hasn't. We've been members of the EU for 41 years, and in 40 of those years we have been net contributors, even though for a lot of that period we were by no means one of the wealthier members. In fact, funnily enough, the only year when we were net recipients was 1975, when we had the referendum, and that, by the way, is telling you something. Is when they think that we might be leaving, only then would you get genuine concessions. But I mean, on this issue, to say, okay, we're going to have to pay this 850 million pounds. That's going to look bad. So, I know. Let's forget about the rebate, present it as a much bigger figure, then go back to what was the real figure all along and claim we've halved it. I'm sorry, that is taking us for fools. It insults our intelligence.
Would you concede that there has been some movement in terms of the fact there'll be no interest paid, and indeed that there is now a longer timescale to pay this amount?
Yes, that is the only thing that has changed. So we're still being stung with a bill that would be enough to put it in context, employ 30,000 NHS nurses, pay for their pensions. We're being given that bill basically because we were successful in order to subsidise countries that weren't successful because they joined the euro, and we're expected to be grateful for a few extra days of interest-free loan.
OK, Daniel Hannan, thank you very much indeed.